So, this is not very fun to see. Rumors out there that Nvidia is considering massive price hikes on their GPUs, specifically the 5090 going to $5,000 next year. And look, this move seems to be a direct outcome of the constraints in silicon supply, RAM supply that everybody's facing, right? So NVIDIA, look, if there's constraints in the number of chips they're going to have available and the RAM that they're going to have available, they're going to shuttle that stuff to the highest revenue and the highest margin customers. That's going to be the big AI data centers. So this price increase, I think, is because they don't really want to be selling consumer GPUs because there's just more money to be made using that constrained product to satisfy more lucrative contracts. So I don't really want to go into that too much because I think a lot of people will be commenting on the details. And look, it's a big rumor. Who knows what's going to happen? But there are some other companies that I think might benefit a little bit from this. And the biggest one I think is going to be Valve. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because the Steam machine is using AMD hardware, and not just that, they are using old AMD hardware, which I think, given the forward-looking constraints and price increases, means they may have already locked in all the pricing on their CPU and GPU. Now, RAM costs may still hit them hard. However, if building a custom gaming PC is going to be now much more expensive due to NVIDIA's price increases, and I'm assuming that AMD, not being an idiot, will follow suit. And look, I mean, if the competition goes up, you usually go up and stay under them, but still increase your margins when you can. Then, you know, what Valve's already got locked in may put the Steam machine in a much better price position. Now, I really thought whenever they were discussing what the Steam machine was going to cost, and people were like, oh, it could be $700 to $1,000, I thought that was going to be crazy expensive. However, since then, RAM has gone up a lot, and now with NVIDIA raising prices, I think building your own PC is going to be so expensive that the Steam machine may end up being a pretty good deal. And I don't know that they're going to have the same problems with pricing on the GPU, again, simply because they seem to be using some older parts that AMD probably isn't going to be able to sell anywhere else anyway. So with that, I think one big winner could be the Steam machine. It may end up being a better value, not because it ends up being cheaper, but because the alternatives, i.e. building your own computer, become so much more expensive in the next year due to the RAM and GPU markets. Now, one of the other winners might be Apple with their Macs, because historically Macs have been pretty expensive. However, for people that aren't interested in gaming but are interested in AI workloads, if GPUs get more expensive and RAM gets more expensive, then again, comparatively, Macs may start looking like a better deal because they really do have very, very good performance in AI workloads. I mean, the Mac Studios are basically beasts when it comes to a lot of stuff they can do, especially with the shared memory. Now, RAM's going to get more expensive, so the Macs will get more expensive from the RAM side, but because they do their own GPUs, they may not have the same fight for silicon that a lot of the Windows-based PC stuff will be. Again, if the GPU pricing flows down. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm totally off because maybe it's just the 5090 that goes up in price, but that doesn't make any sense to me. It does not make sense that the 5080 would stay where it is while they're doing 150% price increases on the 5090. That's bonkers. So I think if all the GPUs start to move up in cost, then again, Macs providing their own solution, a fully integrated solution, may end up being a little bit more cost competitive. That could also apply to laptops and small form factor computers or fully integrated devices that use the AMD Ryzen AI Max processors, because again, the benefit of that is these graphics chips that are on there may not easily be repackaged for something else. And so these may become more cost competitive. Now, right now, I mean, the AI Max 395, man, that thing, anything with that in it is $1,500 to $2,000. So it's a pretty expensive little chip. But again, if you're going to build your own right now, what are you going to use, right? You're probably going to want to use an NVIDIA GPU. Well, that may be about to get much more expensive. You've still got to buy RAM. RAM's getting a lot more expensive. So with these AI Max processors having shared RAM and stuff like that, and usually being in a fully integrated product from the supplier side, they may end up being a bit more value. Again, I don't think they'll get cheaper. I'm saying that compared to rolling your own or buying something with a dedicated GPU, this may end up looking like a better deal. I don't know. And the last thing that I think might benefit from the stress in the RAM market and more expensive GPUs and stuff like that, it could be Linux, people wanting to keep their older computers alive. That's already been a big deal with Windows 11 and people wanting to avoid having to buy a new computer to support Windows 11. They want to keep their old stuff. That's already a thing. But now it's like all those people that were like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to go ahead and build a new computer in the next year. Well, that's gotten a lot more expensive. And so there could be people sitting on older computers who were going to upgrade, but now the cost has gotten so high that they may not be willing to pay the extra cost, at least not as soon, right? They may be deferring those new builds a while. And you could see some people moving to Linux more that weren't going to because they were just going to buy a new computer. And now they're like, man, that's about to get more expensive. Maybe I will give Linux a shot. So I don't know. I think it's bad for consumers. Again, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. However, that doesn't mean it's not bad for people like you and me that use desktop computers, do gaming, do their own PC builds and stuff like that. It sucks, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting seeing kind of where the money in the consumer market goes, because there are people with a certain amount of money who might have been willing to jump on a GPU at old pricing levels and they've been saving up for it, but now with, if prices go up that much, that just obliterates it. I mean, even right now, I mean, look, 5090s are stupid expensive. You're looking at $2,500, $3,500, just tons of money for a 5090 right now. But look, if you were that person and you were like, no, I'm going to spend the $2,500 to $3,500 for one of these things, man, if that goes to $5,000, that's like the whole rest of the computer, right? That just is gone. So you might have been saving your money and this was your dream. And now if the pricing rumors are true, that just goes away. And those people still have the money they saved, right? And so if you were that person who had saved up $4,000 for a PC build, and now that won't even buy the GPU, where do you go with that money? And that's why I think, something like the Steam Machine will be like, well, heck, may as well buy that and bide some more time. Maybe the markets come back to us and, there's more value in the future. Or maybe they wanted to play with the 5090 for, homebrew AI stuff. And they're like, well, I mean, as expensive as that is at this point, might as well go with a Mac or one of those Ryzen AI Max processors or something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, although in a bit of a bitter sense, not like a happy interesting, but a bit of a let's see what this does. But obviously, like if the rumors are true, man, this is what a rug pull, right? Anybody saving up to buy or build a new PC in 2026 just got kneecapped here. So, and on this whole topic, I've been thinking about making a video on the AI bubble just to go into some of the business analytics of it, because that is my thing. But I don't know. I'm not sure that it is a bubble at this point. Not what people think of as a bubble. It might be a little elevated. The market's really hot, but I think this stuff is going to sustain for a bit longer than people think. They think everything's going to blow up in the next 6 months. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think we're looking at some tough times probably for the next couple years with this. But anyway, that's it for me. If you got any comments or suggestions, questions, feel free to leave them down below. As always, I appreciate the time.